Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 6-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games,
So it's 3rd down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Time winding down here in this 1st half as we get you back out to the action. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator.
Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this 1st half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So this offense has the football inside the red zone. And coming up, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Number 12.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. Let's see now when Colin... We have a red zone alert on our hands. The first down play is over. It's now 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 19th touchdown now on the season as the Bears push further out in front. It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs the football. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:50. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. His kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Packers 19.
Okay, also einfach weiter, das jetzt nicht mehr sein.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And some space here.
Oh, ja, bitte.
Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this.
It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs the football. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game.
Recovered by
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, The perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.